What's going on, guys? Master Driver back with another video, and today we'll be predicting the NFL's Week 6. But first, let's see what Week 5 picks we got wrong. Buccaneers at Falcons. My pick was the Buccaneers, but we saw all what happened on the most entertaining Thursday night football game we've had of the year so far. Kirk Cochains went off for over 500 yards, setting a passing record for the Atlanta Falcons. What a game. Miami at New England. Miami get a touchdown! New England just sucks. Yeah, that one wrong. Buffalo at Houston. Josh Allen got destroyed, and they gave him some smelly socks to send him back out there. Even though he was throwing 9 for 30. Yeah, it just was one of his worst games of his career and all over for the Bills in general. Arizona at San Francisco. Kyler Murray, man. And I don't know what's going on with the 49ers right now. They usually have slow starts in the beginning of the season. So, probably bounce back. Giants at Seahawks. Yeah, I know I picked the Seahawks by obliteration, but they're a lot more fraudulent than I thought. So, Indiana at Jacksonville. Fleck, no! Yeah, Doug P. and Trevor Lawrence saved their jobs. So, props. Thursday night football. San Francisco at the Seahawks. Brock Purdy's going to bounce back. Yeah, the Seahawks are coming off it's going to be the third game in 11 days, and their defensive front is completely obliterated right now. And also, I think their tackles, they're on their third right tackle right now as well. So, yeah, I think Bosa's going to have a day. I think the 49ers are going to get rolling now, just like how they have been the past couple of years with a slow start. The London game. Jacksonville at Chicago. Yep, Caleb Williams and that offense is rolling. They got chemistry going. It's looking good for them right now so far in that rookie QB. And yeah, I think Jacksonville, they had their shot at getting the dub against the Colts. Houston at New England. Drake May gets the start, but even with that, is it really going to be that much of a difference without that many weapons surrounding him? Probably not. Will the offense be able to move the ball more? Probably. I think Dre May possibly has a better ceiling than Jacoby Brissett. We see what he does week to week, so I don't know. If he can go over for 170 passing yards, it's already a win, because they can't score more than 13 points in the damn game. But anyways, Houston by obliteration. Washington at Baltimore. One of the funnest, most entertaining games scheduled so far this season, now that we know how gangster Jaden McDaniels is and how cold he is, and Lamar Jackson and that offense. Man, it's going to be a fun game. I think it's going to be a shootout, but I think it's going to come down to ultimately to the run game. I think Henry's going to be able to outperform Eckler and Brian Robinson, and as well as I know for a fact that Washington has a fairly mid-tier defense. I think it's going to be a classic shootout. Going Baltimore on this one. Cleveland at Philadelphia. Again, the Boo Boo Browns and the Sean the Predator Watson. Not much to say. They suck. Hurts and Saquon, field day. I think the wide receivers are going to be back for sure. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. So, going Philly. Arizona at Green Bay. I think a lot of people are going to differ with me on this one right here. I'm going to go with Arizona in this game. For some reason, man, I think they got it rolling. I think they got the chemistry going. Kyler Murray's looking good so far. As well as Jordan Love is throwing a lot of picks right now. I know he's been hurt for a couple games. He's only played about 3. He started in 3 completely. But going Arizona. Tampa Bay at New Orleans. Yeah, Carr is going to be out for a few weeks. So Tampa Bay by obliteration. Indiana at Tennessee. This is another one I had a hard time choosing between. I think it's going to be an ugly, probably maybe a field goal shootout. If not, it's just going to be an ugly game. I think both teams make a lot of mistakes. Obviously, I mean, it's the Colts and the Titans this year. I think it's going to be a very close game. Like I said, I think it's going to be a field goal shootout. And it'll probably come down to another funny Will Levis play. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Colts in this one. Chargers at Broncos. Yeah, it's going to come down to the QBs and the wide receivers. I think the defenses are just about the same. I know Denver's is way more elite than the Chargers so far. I just think Herbert is a lot better than Bo Nix, obviously. And I think he's going to be able to torch up that defense a little bit more, especially they got a lot more weapons in the run game. I know they don't have the greatest wide receivers. It's going to be a low-scoring game, and it's going to come down to if Bo Nix can get in rhythm. But I'm going the Chargers in this one. Pittsburgh at Las Vegas. The Raiders are rebuilding. Devontae Smith is yet to be traded, and Aiden O'Connell's getting the start, and he has like 63 throw power. So TJ Watt's gonna have a party. The Steelers are going 4-2. Whatever. Atlanta at Carolina. Yeah, Falcons and Kurt Cochains by but it'll be a fun classic pocket QB game. And here we go. Detroit Lions at the Dallas Cowboys. I think the Dallas Cowboys defense has stepped it up, at least in the passing game, especially in the run game. I know they haven't faced the most elite offenses, especially run-wise, but we saw the way they were able to stop the Ravens, at least in the second half, and somewhat make a comeback. I know they got destroyed by the Saints, but we're not even going to talk about that one. They still won their first game against the Boo Boo Browns, held up in the second half against the Ravens, and won our last two games holding up against the Giants in the run game and the Steelers in the run game, which a lot of people predicted they're going to be able to run all over. I think it's going to come down to the Detroit Lions defense being able to stop Dak from airing it out to CeeDee Lamb and Tolbert and Jake Ferguson. Yeah, I think Dallas is going to be able to squeeze out this victory by the edge. I think it's going to be a close game like how it was last year and come down to another Dan Campbell decision. Cincinnati at New York. Yeah, Burrow and Chase are on mission, especially after starting off the season 1-4. Very embarrassing. And the way they lost last week, I know everybody's pissed off over there on the Bengals sideline. I've heard a lot of talks and stuff about Zach Taylor, their head coach, being awful. So whether that's the case or not, I don't pay too much attention to the Bengals head coach, so I'm not too sure. I just thought they're very good and struggle sometimes. But if that's the case, then hey. But I think Cincinnati's going to roll over the Giants this time, and they're going to take it very serious. Going Cincinnati. Buffalo at Jets on Monday Night Football. A lot of people are going to disagree with me on this one, and rightfully so. But I don't know. For some reason, I just got a weird feeling. I think the Jets defense is going to be too stout for the Bills offense. I think they'll be able to shut them down and stuff like that. Get some picks off of Josh Allen. He's not been performing his best since last week, as well as coming off a concussion where he still came back in the game and played, which is crazy. Give him some smelling salts. But yeah, I think the Jets offense and A-Rod, I think he's going to be able to bounce back. I know he's injured. I know he's been playing like garbage. But I just think he's going to be like one of the Patriots game where he just kind of rolls down the field and gets like 2 or 3 touchdowns. As well as I think Breece Hall and Braylon Allen are going to have a breakout game. The Bills defense does allow a lot of points. So going Jets on that one. But anyways, the record is 20-10 so far through 2 weeks of predictions. We'll see how many I got wrong in the next week. No further notice. I'll see you in the next one.